Hi everyone, this is Rahul. Let's catch up. We are going to cover 3 points, three subjects. One is Peter Navarro has gone crazy. उसने बहुत सारे tweets किए हैं. हम उस पर बात करेंगे. Number one. Number two, it's going to be world leader have started boasting Trump. That's something we need to have a conversation on. And third one is what is Washington fearing when it says India should not buy Russian oil? It is little beyond than that. So let's start with the first one, Peter Navarro. ये कोई राह चलता हुआ आदमी नहीं है. Although he's not, you can say, equivalent of J.D. Vance or very strategic position in the, you can say, Trump's cabinet, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, but he is an advisor to Trump. और एक बहुत बहुत important position hold करता है. Now, with all this, we understand this fellow has been ranting some venom against India. Is that holding waters right now? जब से इसने tariffs का recommendation दिया है और इंडिया पे tariff आया है, now obviously there would be an economic impact. Nobody is having doubts on it. Obviously, this impact has to be measured. What exactly transpires? इंडिया का आज ही growth data आया है, but it's not reflecting the implications of the tariff. News are that in Gujarat, precisely in the diamond industry, there are massive layoffs, and I'm very sorry for those workers, but we still need to see what is exactly happening there. Number one. Number two is he has been constantly attacking India as if India is its scapegoat to an extent where he started saying it's Modi's war. I like to tell him and convey to rest of the, you can say, audience that it's not Modi's war. We as an Indian don't give a, pardon my word, crap about what exactly is happening in that part of the country or that part of the world vis-a-vis who is attacking whom. Obviously, from economic, you can say, perspective and geopolitical perspective, we are careful and we have to take advantage of best possible scenario. Hence, India ने वहाँ से oil लेना start किया. The analogy what Peter Navarro has been peddling is India USA kamata hai, and this whole money goes to buying Russian oil, and Russian actually use this money against Ukraine, and so it's a blood money kind of thing. He doesn't understand, or he tends to avoid, you can say, detailed, you can say, view or a double click on it. That is, the companies who are trading with America are not the oil companies as such, and even then, they are buying the product on the, you can say, product or services vis-a-vis what the dollars they are paying in. It is not they are giving a grant to India and that grant goes to Russia as a charity. We buy oil, we sell services, we sell products. America is one of the biggest customers and we enjoy some trade deficit as well. Having said that, but that does not mean कि Adani is going and selling leather goods or selling IT services or selling some AI technology to US and vis-a-vis getting that money in India and packing into the bags and giving it to you, to the Russians. It is different companies, different people, different businesses. Even then we'll say, okay, fair enough. 2 मिनट के लिए अंडरस्टैंड भी कर दिया कि ठीक है इंडिया ने डॉलर्स लिए और उसी डॉलर से हमने खरीदा भी. दिस इज आवर इंडियन हार्डकोर अर्न मनी. इट इज नॉट कि आपने हमें कुछ फ्री लंच दिया. नाउ इट इज आवर डिस्क्रिप्शन वेयर वी शुड पुट इट. नाउ since world trades in dollar does not mean we'll take a diktat from Washington हाउ वी रन आवर बिजनेसेस इन इंडिया। वो प्रॉफिटेरिंग की बात कर रहे हैं और कुछ फैमिलीज को बोल रहे हैं कि बहुत कमाया, इंडियन बिजनेसेस कमा रहे हैं। नाउ टेल मी वन गुड थिंग, ये माइक्रोसॉफ्ट किसने ओन किया हुआ है? ये फेसबुक कौन ओन कर रहा है? ये सारा अमेरिकन गवर्नमेंट ओन करती है? नहीं, इंडिविजुअल बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, वो इंडिया से फायदा ले रहे हैं। जो वो फायदा ले सकते हैं, जो एक्सो मोबिल फायदा ले सकता है ऑयल का ट्रेड करने में, तो इंडियन अगर ऑयल कंपनी फायदा ले रही है, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट? They are trying to peddle a narrative or spin it like, okay, these guys are making a profit. Or let's go into the you can say underlining brass tracks of that. अगर आप underlining देखेंगे with the reports that is right now, not Indian reports, you can see the global reports. The total profit that India has made out of the, you can say, oil from Russia is around $25 billion in 3 years, which is what? Peanuts. Indian economy is $4 trillion, or 15 or $16 trillion from the PPP terms, which is a reality. उसमें 20-30 billion doesn't count a, you can say, dime. Yes, there is you can say industry which gets advantage because of it, but that's it. So what he's trying to achieve, we can discuss in a third point. But right now, the narrative he's trying to peddle and thinks that would be taken as a gospel truth, or Indians will go bonkers just because he has tweeted. ठीक है यार, तुम बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग कंट्री से हो, बट उधर ही तक तुम्हारा स्कोप है। इंडिया इज इंडिया, मे नॉट बी रिच, बट we don't take a dictate. We were suppressed. We have a thousands of years of history. लोग गए, एम्पायर्स रहे, गिर गए, हमारे भी रहे, चले गए। We have weathered everything. One Trump or two Trumps will not make a, you can say, Indian sweat that much. So that was the topic from the Peter Navarro. Please, guys, if you have some comments, let me know, and I'll try to explain those points as well. Let me move to the other one. The second topic that we have is world leaders have started ghosting Trump. I thought मैं अपनी जिंदगी में ये टाइम नहीं देख पाऊंगा when might, almighty Uncle Sam, the might of US, would be challenged or ignored by lights of Japan, India, who are still, like, if you see the size of economy, पीपीपी को थोड़ा साइड में रख के हम एक डॉलर टर्म्स में ही देख लेते हैं, although I don't see that as a real scale, but still, let's take it for 10 minutes. $6 trillion, $4 trillion, some $5 trillion. They have started questioning $30 trillion economy. Now, what is that? That is on the face a pure challenge and a shift in a world. It is a strategic shift that the world has started seeing US not as almighty US, as only a strong country US who may exert its, you can say, pressures and its might, but has a limited impact. इंडिया पे क्या करती है? 50% टैरिफ डालती है, 100% डाल दो, दिक्कत होगी, बिल्कुल होगी। ग्रोथ स्लो होगी, बिल्कुल स्लो होगी, पर मरेगा नहीं कोई, कुछ ना कुछ उपाय ढूंढ लेंगे। एट द एंड ऑफ अ डे, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट टू ईच अदर एंड लेट्स एक्सप्लोर दिस। यूएस के साथ कुल जमा 200 बिलियन का, मैक्सिमम 150 बिलियन का है। आई एम सेइंग विद ऑल, यू कैन से, यूएस कंपनीज इन इंडिया डूइंग बिजनेस, providing services to Indians, which doesn't count, which they don't take money there, and our company is doing there, and they're not bringing that money here। उसको भी हम प्लस माइनस कर ले तो 200 बिलियन तो टोटल बिल के बनता है। यस, इट्स अ वेरी बिग अमाउंट, पाकिस्तान जैसे के लिए आधी जीडीपी हो गई, बट फ्रॉम द लार्जर पर्सपेक्टिव ठीक है यार, दिक्कत होगी। कुछ फ्री ट्रेड करना पड़ेगा यूरोप के साथ, 20-30 वहां पे ऑफसेट हो जाएगा, जापान के साथ 5-10 ऑफसेट हो जाएगा, कोरिया के साथ 5-10 ऑफसेट हो जाएगा। अगर हम अफ्रीका के साथ करें 30-40 तो वहां पे भी ऑफसेट हो सकता है। एंड द बिगेस्ट टू मार्केट्स विच इज personally I feel is Russia and China, which we have not tapped, or even Brazil. They have also $1 trillion worth of you can say market. Let's go there and let's take our services there as well. I'm not saying let's sign off from the US. जो लेना है ले ले, जो आए तो बोलते हैं वेलकम, नहीं आए तो भीड़ कम, कोई बात नहीं, आधी रोटी कम खा लेंगे, क्या दिक्कत। हम लोग इंडियंस वो लोग हैं जिन लोगों ने अपने पेट कसे थे और बोला था भीख नहीं मांगेंगे। गया था पाकिस्तान उनके पास भीख मांगने के लिए, अमेरिकन के पास। इंडिया डिडंट गो देयर। इंडिया ने बोला हम स्ट्रेटेजिक ऑटोनॉमी रखेंगे, इज्जत ज्यादा है इंपॉर्टेंट है, हम अपने पॉलिटिशियंस को 40 गालियां दें। पर द रियलिटी ऑफ मैटर इज, ठीक है यार, आधी रोटी कहीं खाएंगे बट टेंशन नहीं लेंगे हम, देखा जाएगा, विल फाइट इट आउट, विल वेदर इट आउट, नो प्रॉब्लम। उस पे तुम ये कर रहे हो। नाउ this defiance of India has given lot of guts or lot of you can say strength to other countries like जापान। जापान का ट्रेड मिनिस्टर अब जा नहीं रहा है उनसे फर्दर नेगोशिएशन करने के लिए, फर्दर इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए। कोरिया भी अब डबल थॉट्स में कि उनने कुछ जल्दी तो नहीं कर दी इसमें। इवन फिलीपींस एंड इंडोनेशिया saying this, and on top of it there is a silver lining which is there, that is Trump at home में, मतलब उनके अपने कोर्ट्स are saying these tariffs are not going to hold grounds. They said कि ये हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट में लेंगे which where they have a majority, but at the end of it, the Supreme Court they have to go through some you can say laws and procedures and everything, and there would be some challenges there as well. Let's take 30-40% chance these tariffs get dissolved. All this gymnastics that world was doing was worth of nothing. And Donald Trump also showed he is friend of no one. He may talk nice, but he doesn't mean anything. He doesn't have that gravitas to actually calibrate and take the conversation to the next level. Uh, he can talk the talk, but he cannot walk the talk or walk the walk. That is his problem. So this murky attitude as a company head or CEO चलता होगा, but the companies that I have seen the leaders, this type of delusional mindset doesn't fly. Maybe उसको सब help करते होंगे because he was sitting on the top and he was getting cocky about it. ठीक है, it's okay. That worked for him. Maybe in media it worked for him, but on politics it doesn't fly like that. What harm he has done to international relationship of America is generations will pay for it. And personally, I don't give a two hoots to it because I'm not an American. I don't want to be an American in future as well. दुनिया आगे किसने देखी, but right now I have no plans, so let's keep it to that. And the people out there will face the music or will may not face the music. Let's see. At the end of the day, it's a very strong economy, consuming economy, a big economy, but it has some, you can say, um, weaknesses as well. We'll discuss in some other video regarding why US is strong as well as has strong weaknesses. And let's go to the third topic now. The third topic that we have is Washington tariffs on India has multiple layers. इंडिया को बोलता है कि वही इट्स अ ब्लड मनी, but their own companies like ExxonMobil and other companies which have based on the you can say secondary information on the their own you can say publications, it's very clear that they want to do business with India. They don't want India to be you can say player in petrochemical industry because they wanted to control it, and Russian oil coming through India makes an India player there. If you go with the data, Europe has imported more oil from India vis-a-vis you can say the Gulf countries. So what I'm trying to tell you is the hold of petrodollar there will get diluted because more and more BRICS will start having a say. Russia has right now already the say because of he's a player. Uh, China is using Russian oil for refining and everything and selling it back to Europe. And China is a player, and they have their own consumption as well, bigger economy, bigger consumption. India is also turning out to be a place where India can be a major contributor to this oil and you can say oil and gas, uh, the industry and the consumption and the consumers as a seller. Now, uh, the hold of if US loses this hold, the challenge will come in two, three you can say areas. Number one, Iran oil will come into the market. वो वेनेजुएला पे अटैक करना चाहते हैं वहां से वो कंट्रोल करना चाहते हैं फेयर इनफ दैट इज देयर ओन स्मॉल बिजनेस लाइक यूक्रेन था वैसे उनका वेनेजुएला है रशिया में हैव देयर ओन जियोपॉलिटिकल यू कैन से moves there but India के लिए it's little bit stretched and we don't bother about it. Maybe Brazil has some you can say something to say about it but from India point of view the major players few have been shut off, tap is closed, and wherever the tap is open now, India has some bit of a control there. Interestingly, if you see, Ukraine has recently bombed refineries of Russia. What it has done is depleted the capacity of Russia to refine more crude oil. What that means is you will see India will be procuring more crude from Russia than before because the cost is going to go down. On the cost front also, Europe is helping India in a way. उनने बोल दिया है 47 डॉलर पॉइंट समथिंग से अब आप कम करोगे जो पहले 60 का स्लैब लगाया हुआ था पर बैरल if it is going to go below 47 then only India can unsanctionedly procure that oil or crude and what it means is हमारे को और क्रूड खरीदने की कैपेसिटी बनेगी हम और ज़्यादा सेल कर सकते हैं हम पेट्रोकेमिकल प्रोडक्ट्स और बना सकते हैं एंड रिफाइनिंग कैपेसिटी उनकी डिप्लीट होने की वजह से दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू help their existing customers with refined you can say petrol or the diesel they will turn up to India. So India in next, and if you take a step back and see, ये refineries एक दिन में नहीं बनती हैं. It takes at least 5-6 years to get established, get functional, get into the whole groove thing. So you will start seeing the money India makes on the selling of this crude oil will start getting invested in the energy markets in India. And you will see more and more refineries coming in or expanding the existing ones. What it means is and what it may have an impact on is on the supply lines, on the refueling of the you can say all these ships and other you can say vessels. Supply lines are changing. Take my word, supply lines are changing. They will be getting around Indian subcontinent. They will be getting around Indian, you can say, MRO capacities. So if India plays its cards right, build the huge MRO facilities, docking facilities, and other requirements for these ships, and obviously ships, we as an Indian have to have our own big fleet, insurance, all the you can say ecosystem. If that is built around India, Indian cities will be like Singapore or you can say by Hong Kong uh, or not even less than that in terms of servicing these ships and have the harbors like that. So right now I'm seeing that India is getting pushed towards it and supply lines are changing. The CPIs will change. Well, take a big separate video explaining what exactly this matrix is. So till then, I think it my these topics where would have been some thought provoking. Keep watching. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Take care.